Hi everybody, welcome back to a new video of iPhone 12 mini review, unboxing and my personal experience. And in this video, I'm going to talk about my personal usage of iPhone 12 mini and the pro and the cons, and whether you should consider buying in 2023 if you're looking for a compact 5G phone in India. Alright, so before we get started, let me just quickly give you a box, the way it looks. So this is a box of iPhone 12 mini. And this is something which we bought close to around 38,000 rupees in couple of months time. In the last couple of months we bought when there was a Flipkart sale going on. So this is how the entire box look of iPhone 12 mini, and this is one of my favorite phones when it comes to buying a phone and holding a very pocketable size phone in the palms. So let me quickly give you the overall looks, the way it looks. So this is the phone. This is exactly how the phone looks as of now. And it has a very nice design, so-called the box design of an iPhone. And this is of course 5.4 inches OLED XDR Super Retina display, and of course the phone comes with a very comfortable size. So if you just hold this phone in your hands and just feel it, it's very compact. It's around about 135 grams. So if you just give it a quick configuration, this is a phone of 128 gigabytes, 4 GB of RAM. It has iPhone 14 chip inside the phone, and it is powered by 5G technology. So it fits all the bells and whistles when it comes to a super duper mini compact phone, and I've been really wanting to buy this phone for a very long time, so finally got the phone. Let me give you a quick demonstration about what do we have in the phone. So at the back you have two dual 12 megapixel camera with 1.6 aperture, and these cameras are absolutely dynamic when it comes to photography, videography, and it does really justification to all your value in terms of video and the photos. At the top you've got nothing. If you move towards the side, you have this silence button. You have the up and down volume rocker, which really feels tactile if you use it in your hands. And at the bottom you have the USB lightning port, and of course the three dots for the stereo speakers. This is exactly how the phone looks in my hands. One thing I'm really confident when I hold this phone is this is very much pocketable phone. So if I hold this phone in my hand, I'm sure it will nicely grip, and I don't have to worry about the overall the form size compared to, let's say, iPhone 12 and of course 14 nowadays, which is extremely huge like a tablet. So this was one of the reasons why I bought this wonderful phone. Now let me give you a quick demonstration about what accessories you get with this particular box. So apart from this phone, you only get let's say USB to C particular cable, and there is no bridge. So this is a bridge which you have to buy from the pocket, and I happen to get absolutely free of cost by negotiating and dealing with the current retailer of mine. So this was something which I bought while dealing the negotiation. Moving on, we have some of the features of this wonderful phone. So I want to talk about the overall latest software. So this is right now on 16.3 iOS, and this particular phone has got multiple benefits. The biggest benefit I think I have with this particular phone is the way it has been designed. It is a design from yesteryear, let's say way back in 2010 and 12, which iPhone, I guess, 4 and 4S launch, and this is also a very compact size phone. So if you hold this phone in your hands, it really gives you a nice grip. The only problem according to me is the backside feel of it. I mean, it is pretty shiny, a good color, but then you end up with a lot of finger magnets. So if you want to avoid this, you better be using kind of in a clear-cut case so that you do not have any fingerprint on the back of your phone. Moving towards the camera of this wonderful phone is a true winner. So if you see the front camera over here it has a 12 megapixel, but the front camera also now supports 4K 24 30 and 60 fps video recording, and on the back it has the best possible optical stable image stabilization, and it supports 4K 24 30 and 60 fps along with HDR video stereo recording, which really helps when you're shooting a video without the microphone, without the camera, because it produces nice, rich, immersive sound experience. Now let's talk about the battery backup, which I think a lot of people in today's internet talks about, that if you have a mini phone then it may compromise with the battery. So the battery is on about 22 mAh some change, and my experience has been 5 hours each day with a lot of usage of internet, the photography, the reading, all those things. So 5.5 hours I get each day. So let's say, for example, if I plug in my phone early morning 9 o'clock and charge for 2 hours, then by 8:30 or 8:45, I again have to plug in my phone with a battery left of 15 to 20%. So this is a true phone when it comes to daily use. If you're not a heavy gamer, if you're not somebody who use a lot of videography, because photos and videography can consume a lot of time and the battery as well. So in my opinion, this is a good to go if you are using a normal phone calls, and of course the reception for your photos, and of course a lot of video consumption. Now, apart from this, one of the key points when I talk about this phone is the overall water and dust resistance. So it has IP68, which supports the water and the dust protection for this phone. And the build in my books, I mean, to me it looks pretty fragile. If I have in my hands, and would not like to drop it and give it drop test because it's a prettier phone to me. But overall, the feeling in the hands is quite premium. So when you hold this phone and you kind of move out and just kind of show off even for a moment, it does give you that excellent feel and finish. So this is about the overall size, the weight, the display. Not to forget, it's only got 60 Hz display, but the way it has been functioned, the way it has been let's say developed and built by Apple with the help of A14 Bionic chip, it is absolutely fluid. You don't have anything so-called let's say pretty much poor experience, or let's say laggy while browsing on the internet. So overall, A14 Bionic and 4 GB 128, it's a great combination, especially if it's an iOS device and not something else. Let's talk about the camera of this wonderful phone, which in my book is a superhuman samurai, because the camera quality of Apple has been top notch from the day they have launched an iPhone. And after this in a comment of mine, I have attached a video recording from the back camera, and of course a lot of day and night photos, which is where this particular mini dynamite shines, and it defeats some of the best Android phones going around in the flagship budget. So in my book, if you see after this next the video of the phone's photography and the nightography, and of course the overall recording, I think it will blow away your perspective about what a camera should be. Because if you see the Android department, everybody talks about 108 megapixel, or let's say 200 megapixel, but 12 megapixels of dual camera from the back, and with amazing optical image stabilization. This particular phone shines in all departments, and you will be truly blown away with the overall clarity it produces, the way it shines, and the way it performs in day-to-day conditions. The night photography, according to me, is the best pick of iPhone 12 series. I hope this has been a very useful video for all of you. In case if you want to deep dive and have a go ahead and take a look, do watch the upcoming entire let's say video on the photos and the photography, and then you comment and tell me if you have any question about the overall usage of this wonderful phone. So when I bought it, I paid around about 38,000 something with the help of my Access Flipkart card, and you could get the same deal if you buy again in upcoming Flipkart sale. So it's a great phone in my books, and enjoy right now the upcoming videos and the photos, and do let me if you like the overall review. So here's the back camera video sample of HDR recording, and this recording is done with the help of iPhone 12 mini back camera. Now the important point I want to highlight with the context to this particular camera is the overall optical image stabilization. I think stabilization on the autofocus of this camera is just mind-boggling, and just to give you a quick sample with my movement, I think the overall camera and the clarity is simply impeccable. So if you can see, this is a bright daylight, and the way it captures the overall photo and the movement, the way it shoots the autofocus primarily, whether you're taking it fast or slow, it's simply commendable.